According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, 30 to 35% of the adult population experience symptoms of insomnia at any one time. This means that 1 in 3 people in the population will have some insomnia symptoms at some point in their lives. That's a huge number of people not sleeping very well and maybe dreading going to bed every night. It's also estimated that 75% of people aged 65 and over suffer from insomnia, and 20% of children aged 12 and under. And we know that 90% of people with depression report sleep problems. And for my patients, insomnia is often cited as one of the most distressing symptoms to deal with. COVID and lockdowns also caused a big increase in the report of insomnia symptoms since its start in 2020. My name is Dr. Sue Webb, and I'm a clinical psychologist, and insomnia is a subject very close to my heart, as the majority of my patients in my practice, regardless of their main problem, will always mention sleep disruption as one of the most anxiety-provoking things to deal with. Sleep's often a balancing act, and there are lots of other factors that can interfere with it. Mood can have a huge impact, whether we're feeling very down or anxious and unable to stop worrying, or just feeling lonely or agitated. Unfortunately, the more you worry about something, the less likely you are to be able to chill out, unwind and get sleepy. And then that means that you end up worrying about not sleeping and not being able to cope the following day. Insomnia is also responsible for causing higher sickness levels at work, so it has a lot of economic repercussions too. Then there are physical problems like being in pain or feeling unwell, in which case there's the physical discomfort as well as the worry about why you're not feeling well in the first place. Environmental factors play a huge part, as any new parent will know when a crying baby or a fretful toddler can keep you up for hours. Or there's too much noise, especially if you've got someone snoring loudly next to you, just to add insult to injury. Too much light can stop a hormone called melatonin being produced. And this hormone tells the brain that it's time to start getting ready for sleep. It's often why we feel more tired in the winter when the days are shorter, but unfortunately the work days and school days stay the same. Conversely, the light from electronic devices and artificial light can end up keeping you awake. Shift work and night work can really mess with your ability to have a good sleep-wake routine, as well as things like jet lag and other life events. There are many different distractions in the modern world that interfere with the running of the body's circadian clock, which regulates your sleep-wake cycle. It's worth noting that there are also many individual differences, and some people need more sleep than others. But generally 6 to 8 hours a night is considered the norm for adults. The main aim of sleep is to be able to drop off to sleep fairly easily, to complete the sleep cycle, and to wake up feeling refreshed and to be able to have some energy to face the day. Well, once you're up anyway. Someone might only have a block of 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but actually feel able to function quite well. Whereas someone else might have about 7 hours of broken sleep and feel like a complete zombie the next day. So how can you improve your quality and quantity of sleep if you're going through a bad time with it? Well, fortunately, there are lots of things you can do before resorting to sleeping tablets. And on that point, I want to be very clear that sleeping tablets need to be really carefully monitored and controlled by your doctor, as they can be very addictive. And unfortunately, they also become less effective over time because your body gets used to them. So these should only be taken under strict medical supervision. So I'm going to give you my 5 top tips to help improve your sleep. Now, these are not quick fixes, as it takes time for your body to adjust to a new routine, so you need to give it a few days. But long term, they work really well for overcoming insomnia. For more tips, check out my website linked in the description, where you'll find my course on how to overcome sleep problems and manage pain successfully. So, tip 1. Routine, routine, routine. Adults are like children when it comes to sleep. We respond best to the same routine night after night, as our brains pick up on cues that it's time to slow down and prepare for sleep. If you can't go to bed at the same time each night, perhaps because of shift work and things, try to go through the same steps in your routine anyway, and this should really help. Tip 2, unwind with warm water. Have a warm shower or bath about an hour before you want to go to sleep. Body temperature rises with the warm water and it drops when you get out. And it's thought that the drop in temperature helps your brain and your body to slow down and get sleepy. Tip 3, eat and drink regularly. Eat regularly through the day. Eating and sleeping are very closely linked. So if you're hungry, you won't sleep very well. Equally, don't have a heavy meal within about 3 hours of going to bed, as your body will still be busy digesting food. Don't have too much caffeine during the day. It will stay in your system for a whopping 5 to 7 hours after you've ingested it, stopping the brain's ability to get sleepy. So if you can limit it to the morning and have other drinks in the afternoon, that'll definitely help by bedtime. If you have sleep problems, try to avoid alcohol consumption, particularly in the evening. It may initially make you feel relaxed and sleepy, but it actually disrupts the sleep cycle, causing you to wake during the night and also to feel more anxious as it wears off. Matthew Walker, the author of Why We Sleep, also found that it suppresses REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep, which is when we dream and we process what's happened during the day. So that's like the filing system for our brains. Milk and bananas have also been found to have an enzyme in them that make you feel quite dozy. So a hot chocolate or a milky bedtime drink can be quite comforting and helpful. Tip 4, make your bedroom different from the rest of your living areas. Basically, keep your bed for sleep and sex. If you work in your bed, watch TV, scroll through social media, eat, drink and other activities, your brain won't compute that it's time to unwind and get dozy. It will gear itself up for entertainment or concentrating on work tasks. And of course the light from mobile phones and tablets, etc., will all contribute to your brain actually staying awake. Make your bedroom a place that's calm and relaxing, dark and not too hot or cold, and somewhere you like to be. It's much easier for your brain to understand that when you're in your bedroom, it's for sleeping, if you can do all the other activities in other rooms. If you don't have the luxury of this, maybe due to having a studio flat or only one room, consider switching out throws, cushions, clothes and other accessories between night and daytime to help with visual cues. Tip 5, don't lay in bed worrying if you can't sleep. If you cannot drop off after about 30 minutes, try getting up, going to another room and doing something quiet but distracting. Jigsaw puzzles are good. It might sound boring, but they're distracting and very absorbing, or word searches, reading, or listening to a relaxation exercise. If you're worrying, write the worries down on paper and put them in a drawer. This helps to get the thoughts out of your head and let them go. Then try going back to bed after about 15 to 20 minutes. There are 3 different types of relaxation exercises in the link below, which all help with sleep. Try them out, see which sort you like, and look for others on YouTube as well. Try not to worry about not sleeping, as this makes it less likely to happen. I know it's really frustrating. Then get up at the same time each morning, regardless of how well you've slept during the night, and try not to nap during the day. This can be really hard for a few days, but it helps your body clock to reset and get a block of sleep at night. Using an insomnia diary can really help to monitor how you're doing, which can be really useful when you're changing your routine to make it more healthy for sleep. This link here will give you a chance to try my insomnia diary or buy my book, which gives more advice about sleep and overcoming insomnia generally. If you found this at all useful, click the button and subscribe to my channel, and take a look at the link below for more information on how to deal with insomnia. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, sweet dreams.